Okay, today is April 15th, Wednesday, and I'm going to be explaining the trades I took today. I only took, I took three trades. So, starting with NZDCHF. So, in the morning, I saw a lot of bearish structure being formed. So, right here, I saw like higher highs. I saw like this breakout, and this right here is a resistance. It broke above, so I waited for a retest. That was pretty much my whole analysis. So I went down to the 5 and 15-minute time frame, and I saw that there was a resistance zone right here. Market broke above it. So I said to myself, where is the next support zone at? And it was right here. I waited for market to get to this section right here. So I waited for it to get there. Stop loss right below these lows. If market didn't respect this support zone right here, it would have just like come down to these lows, to this next support zone, retest it, and then go down. So I waited for it to get to right here. So right there, I'm in the trade, and market structure got formed. So I put my stop loss right below this low because I've taken these types of trades so many times, and they usually just bounce right here and just go up. But for today, it ended up breaking the support level, and then I was hesitant to go in for shorts because it didn't stretch out all the way to the next zone. You see how it just came down here, and then it looked like you wanted to retest and go lower. I wanted it to go all the way to this next support zone, retest, and then go down. So it was just market structure didn't get respected, and it ended up going in my favor and hitting my TP. Yeah, I had a risk to reward of 1 to 2. It is what it is. And on AUDJPY, damn, shit's going against me. I sold at this resistance, so I waited for market to get to right here. Right, as soon as I got there, I sold the market, and as soon as I got in, it went down. If you see right here, let me go down to the 5 minute. Right, as soon as I got in, I had this little pullback happened. I was in profit right away, but then it started to spike up. So instead of having my stop loss all the way up here, I moved it because market structure got created, and I decided to put my stop loss right above the resistance zone. And it ended up like spiking me out because it was just going up and up and up and up. It almost hit my stop loss, but it looks like it's going back up, and it might just keep on going up. But this market is at an all-time high. If we look at it, you know, yeah, this was a previous high. From this resistance zone, it bounced right here. We had a huge drop, and right now this is like the most recent resistance zone. And I'm also in a trade right now on GBP CAD. The reason I took this trade was because market came up to a resistance zone, and it pulled back to a support zone, expecting for it to go up. But right now it's in drawdown. It doesn't look like it's going to go in my favor, but it's all good. It might bounce. It might come down to these lows right here, to this support zone right here, and just go up. But if it doesn't, then tomorrow I'll be looking for a pull back to like this area to go in for shorts if it sets up. But yeah, today was a red day, but what's most important is I controlled the risk, didn't revenge trade, didn't do none of that bullshit. So yeah.